Hi, my name is Tyler Sims, and I am a freshman at Clemson University. And I took the new student dialogue, Heterosexual Norms in a Not So Heterosexual World. And basically, it was about homosexual norms in a not so homosexual world, but we're doing an activity to say, what if it was the other way around? How would we feel if heterosexuals were the uncommon thing? And that's basically how it started off as. Um, to begin the to start us getting into discussion, first we all filled out forms about ourselves and what's important to us and different parts of our lives. And then everyone had to go around and say certain things. And that really got everyone into it and made them able to speak. And so I think that was a very good warm up activity. I feel like our group achieved a good dialogue because it wasn't just like the instructors were asking us questions. They asked us one question to start off, and we would just go and ask each other questions and like open up for discussion to each other rather than them opening up to us. And I feel like everyone talked so much, and it just really I feel like it really achieved the goal that it was trying to reach. And I think it was a good dialogue. I'm glad I chose that one. We had a pretty obvious dynamics in our group. Um, there were probably three or four people out of the 20 in the class that were just really active voices, and they just always had something to say, and and that was good. So they kept it flowing pretty well. And actually, at one point in time, they started kind of having a really different view on gay marriage, and the instructors did have to stop them then. But other than that, it was no hassle having people talking a bulk of the time because it really just they had good discussion. And there were a lot of reserved people in the group. There were some people that maybe would say one or two things, counting the thing about themselves at the beginning of the discussion. And I think it was just more nervousness and not really knowing much about the situation, not having a good background, which is important to try and talk about it. I feel like I played a pretty decent role in my group. I talked a lot, and when the instructors were trying to get a certain point across, a few times I figured out what they were trying to say and explained it to the group. I did pretty good at keeping it flowing like that. Um, Also, I I had my own different opinions on everything, and I voiced them when it was different from someone who had already or everyone who had already spoken. And I think that the dialogues are a part of Library 100 because it's really important to be uh, accepting of others, not just other races or genders, but also homosexuals, heterosexuals, transsexuals, whatever in the world else there is. I have no idea. But I feel like it was a very useful tool at the university because it's going to help everyone make it easier to talk to other people and meet new people and become more of a Clemson family like we're supposed to be. And I think that that's good, and that's really what we all want and what we want to achieve. And I don't know. I think it was just a really good idea to make freshmen do it, and I think maybe trying to incorporate all the subjects into one discussion rather than picking one subject to speak about would be good, so that you could have a background knowledge of everything and be more accepting of everyone and not just one, foreign people or homosexuals or whatever. And I feel like it would be a pretty good idea to continue this throughout our college career by maybe coming up with new subjects to go over, and or not even just about other people, but maybe about like problems in the workplace. Just take a workshop on that, make everyone do it, talk about it, have a big discussion on it. And I think Library 100 as a class overall is really good, and it's really helped me, kind of warm up to Clemson, and I think it's helped all my friends warm up to it too. So I think it's a good idea to have this student dialogue so we can learn how to talk to people. And just basically, I think it's really good to have, and I'm glad I did it. And if I had the choice to do it or not again, I think I would do it because it was a really good experience, and it makes it a lot easier to talk to people, just not or not talk to people just because they look different than me or they act different than me. So I feel like it was really good, and I'm glad I had the opportunity. And thank you for coming up with the program and letting us